Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back for another fun read aloud just for kids. I have a great story for us to share today. And don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, to subscribe down below so you won't miss any of my fun stories this summer. Let's begin. Today's story is called How I Spent My Summer Vacation by Mark Teague. You know, everybody's getting ready for summer break. I wonder what you guys are going to be doing this summer. Hey, after the story, leave me a comment down below and tell me something you want to do this summer. I'd love to hear from you. Here's our story for today. How I Spent My Summer Vacation by Wallace Bleff. When summer began, I headed out west. My parents had told me I needed a rest. Your imagination is getting too wild. It will do you some good to relax for a while. So they put me aboard a westbound train to visit Aunt Fern in her house on the plains. Uh-oh, what's coming? But I was captured by cowboys, a wild-looking crowd. Their manners were rough and their voices were loud. Ooh, that looks like a rowdy crew for sure. I'm trying to get to my aunt's house, I said, but they carried me off to their cow camp instead. Anybody know what a cow camp is? That's right. It's where the cowboys camp for the night, where they set up with their covered wagons and sit around their campfire. The cattle boss growled as he told me to sit. We need a new cowboy. Our old cowboy quit. We could sure use your help. So what do you say? I thought for a minute, and then I told him, okay. Then I wrote to Aunt Fern so she'd know where I'd gone. I said not to worry, I wouldn't be long. Here's his note to Aunt Fern. It says, Dear Aunt, captured by cowboys. Don't worry, see you soon. Love, Wallace. And her address, Aunt Fern, P.O. Box, Prairie, Tumbleweed. That night, I was given a new set of clothes. Soon I looked like a wrangler from my head to my toes. Oh, but there's more to a cowboy than boots and a hat. I found out the next day and the day after that. Those are some pretty snazzy chaps they've got on. Each day I discovered some new cowboy tricks. From roping, uh-oh, look what he caught. And riding to making fire with sticks. Have any of you ever ridden a horse or tried to make a fire out of sticks? I have, and let me tell you, it's hard work. Slowly the word spread all over the land.
That Wrangler Kid Bluff is a first-rate cowhand.
The day finally came when the roundup was through. Aunt Fern called, "Come on over, bring your cowboys with you." She was cooking a barbecue that very same day. So we cleaned up a little and headed her way. You know what I think is funny about this picture? Why do they have a phone booth in the middle of the prairie? We don't have phone booths nowadays, do we? Because everybody has cell phones. But back when I was a kid, if you had to make a call, you would step in a phone booth and make your call. Have any of you ever seen a phone booth? The food was delicious. There was plenty to eat, and the band that was playing just couldn't be beat. But suddenly, I noticed a terrible sight. The cattle were stirring and stamping with fright. It's a scene I'll remember till my very last day.
They're gonna stampede,
I heard somebody say. Anybody out there know what a stampede is? That's right. It's when a bunch of animals, a group of animals, could be cattle, all start to run at the same time, all together. It's a stampede, and they could just plow through anything that was in their way. Just then, they came charging. They charged right at me. I looked for a hiding place, a rock, or a tree. Poor Wallace, what's he gonna do? What I found was a tablecloth spread out on the ground. So I turned like a matador and spun it around. It was a new kind of cowboying, a fantastic display. The cattle were frightened and stampeded away. Wow, what a great idea, Wallace. Then the cowboys all cheered, "Bluff's a true buckaroo." They shook my hand and slapped my back, and Aunt Fern hugged me too. And that's how I spent my summer vacation. You know what? Wallace's teacher looks pretty surprised. I wonder if she believes him. I can hardly wait for show and tell. Oh no, look what he has to show the class. That was a fun story about Wallace's summer vacation. He had a wild time. I sure hope you have some fun summer plans for this year. And don't forget, keep reading. Get you some good books that you can enjoy this summer. The library is a great place to find all new adventures. And tell me about your summer vacation down below in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have planned. Bye for now. Tune in next week for another fun read aloud.